Hey everybody, this is Throbby, and we are about to figure out what is the worst way to die. Here, I'm joined with Bubby
Me?
and Tristan.
Me, that's hello. Hey, guys.
And we're all going to come together and we're going to look through some of the worst ways to die and potentially ideal ways to die throughout history. They're all going to not be natural causes. So, spoiler alert. Our categories are ideal, could be worse, sounds bad, nightmare fuel, and holy hell. Okay? And we're gonna... Do you guys have any off the top of your head that you guys think are gonna be the absolute worst?
I joined and you just springed this on me, and I can't even tell what half these are. You're gonna have
I'm willing to
explain
bet
them.
the brass bull and burning at the stake are probably top tier worst of the worst. But
You'll be shocked. There's some.
I might be shocked.
I think burning at the stake's gonna sound bad by the end of this one. So
if there's anything that humans are really good at, it's finding horrible, awful ways to make other people suffer. That's been a pastime for people throughout history.
and I think that's what we've been missing in society lately is we haven't been coming up with more terrible ways to kill people for public enjoyment. So hopefully we can get to work with that.
That'd be good. We're gonna come up with the best one.
Oh, well, it's just we haven't done it in a while. It used to be like a big pastime, to like everybody used to go watch the village criminal get executed like on Saturday, and now
we watch people get hung.
Yeah, we'll watch UFC now, but that's a little bit like different,
Yeah, they've got laws on where that's got to stop.
Yeah,
for the most part, people don't die in UFC.
Freaking liberals, am I right?
Am I right? Making all these rules.
Whoa.
Well, it's clearly a joke. Okay, come on now. Nobody should be offended by that unless. Okay, you guys ready?
Ready, man.
Ready.
All right, we're gonna start it off with a brutal one. I'll pull up. There'll be pictures on the screen in the video. You guys will kind of maybe have to use the visual aid that you have here. But this is sawing.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to be very careful with the pictures you put on the video. This
sounds
crazy. This is the one where they're upside down?
Yeah, we're not monetized yet, so it's really not that big of a deal. I will bring this over here for you guys. For the audience, I will have a better visual aid, but this is sawing. You're going to be upside down, and you're getting sawed from the crotch down.
I don't even...
How do
they ever capture anybody alive? In back in the days where they were doing this to people, when this was the way that they executed people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, what's funny, me and Aaron were talking about this one, and you know what the issue with sawing is?
What's the issue?
How fast they go?
Is if you have two people who are just like cannot get in rhythm together, like they're gonna be like fucking up the whole time, and they're like, wait, stop, you pull when I put, and it's literally you're gonna have the worst saw of all time.
It's like an executioner who misses the head over and over again.
Yeah, you're hoping for an efficient sawer, and it's a team effort too. So it's really the three of you and the two people sawing. You all got to work together.
And for this, are we assuming that they're good or that they're bad at it?
This is just This is more like if you were in court and they're like, pick it, because like you're all of the possibilities will always be there for all of these, right?
Ugh. You guys thinking? I got my idea.
This is
in my head. It's like actually nightmare fuel, but it's probably it's holy hell in my head. But it's like probably like nightmare fuel because there's some that are like really terrible here. I think the good thing about this one is you will die of blood loss like super quick. Like you'll die really quick from this.
I'd say sounds bad because I'm assuming all these others are going to be god awful, bro.
You want to start it with a sounds bad?
Yeah, it sounds pretty bad.
I guess it matters if they cut through your junk or if they go on the side of your junk.
They go to the side.
Yeah.
They go to the side.
But if they're like guys, if they're like we're starting in the middle of the balls, in between both balls,
that's
this makes it way worse.
No.
Oh, the first few.
All right, next one, guys. We have burnt at the stake, an old classic.
How long does it really take you to die while being burned at the stake? Because they don't want you to die very fast when they're burning you at the stake, right? Like I'm pretty sure.
I don't think they really care. I don't. How do you keep somebody alive though?
Well, they don't let the fire go up as high as they don't like. They're not letting the fire burn you like from the torso. You know what I mean? They keep the fire low, so it's just burning you. It's not actually catching you on fire.
Well, so I always thought that burning at the stake wasn't necessarily like a torture method. It was kind of like a cleansing execution because they would use it. Normally, they would use it on women, and then they would use it for religious crime. So, like, I think it has like a cleansing kind of thought. So I don't think it's actually meant to be like a torture method.
Yeah, tell that to the people who are screaming in anguish from their feet being on fire.
In my head...
Wait. How about that one dude that lit himself on fire as like the protest? He went out fast.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he died in the hospital. Pretty sure he laid there in pain.
And even if that is true, Bubby, he's lighting his body on fire. When you're burning at the stake, the fire is at your feet. It's not like
the difference is, though, I think most of the time, and this is why I'm actually going to say this one's not as bad as a lot of people think. I think you actually die of smoke inhalation a lot of times. You'll actually pass out from the smoke most of the time.
Kills your oxygen, so you're not awake for it. Yeah. It may be true.
If they built a good fire, not if they built a little, shitty fire,
you might peddly fire. It's gonna be pretty
a
long time.
Better hope there's no wind, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean,
could be worse.
I don't know. It does sound bad though, because it could go really bad. I think it's tough because it's like I think it's in between. Could be worse and sounds bad.
Of all the deaths that I think about, in my everyday life, fire is normally really bad on my thing. I do not want to die with anything involving fire. Maybe that's just me. I'd put it in nightmare fuel, but again, there's probably
no way. There's some bad ones. There's some bad ones.
I sound.
This is still, but at most, this is going to take a few minutes.
Sure. I guess there are some that they make take a long time out there, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking I low key. You think it's like I think it's sawing is really bad, low key, but it's pretty quick.
It is. Yeah, you're not bleeding. You're not dying from bleeding out while you're on the fire.
Yeah.
That's.
You think it sounds bad, or what do you guys think?
We can have it and sounds bad, but
that's if you die, because there's so many variables here. You might not die from smoke inhalation. You know what I mean? Like you could actually just get burnt up.
And I think that at its worst, I think that burning at the stake is worse than sawing, because
I think at its worst, yeah,
it's going to take longer between the two of them. If it goes wrong, it's going to be the one that takes longest.
Yeah. Put it in front of the sawing. Actually.
Oh, okay. My only thing was I think this one is high floor, or like low floor, high ceiling, because like you could just pass out really quick, or it could be like a very excruciating death.
Yeah, if they built a real good fire, if they did you a huge solid, maybe you insult some people, make them think that bigger fire is worse for them. I don't know, man. That's
all right. Our next one: skin alive, flayed alive, skinned alive.
I don't think it gets much worse.
I don't think it gets much worse than this one either, fellas.
Yeah, that's one of the worst.
This is holy hell. I mean,
yeah.
Jesus, bro.
Skinned alive is insanity.
Yeah, and that is normally meant to take a long time to kill you.
Yeah,
like that's not meant to be a quick and easy. We do this and it's over with. It's meant they're doing this to make you feel bad.
Yeah.
I think you'll feel bad real fast. Real fast.
Yeah. Well, I think of like obviously like I think of like the Boltons in Game of Thrones, and like that's part of the reason that they're scary is because like the way that they kill you is so terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And then also kind of like messed up, but I think is it Saint Bartholomew who's like a saint because he got skinned, and then he's like the patron saint of leatherworking, which is kind of like messed up.
Yeah, they have a statue of him with like loose skin, right?
Yeah.
Or his clothes are made of his skin, one of the two.
Can't remember what it is. Craziness.
Yeah.
Brutal. Getting skinned is terrible. All right, the next one is also historically known to be very bad, and that's boiling. And this could be boiling in water, boiling in oil. I think in Japan they typically boiled in oil. I know there was a chef who supposedly tried to kill Henry VIII, and he was boiled alive, and apparently it was the last boiling that they did because it was so terrible to watch.
Yeah.
So I think the distinction is between burnt and boiled is that with boiled, it can be way slower. The water's not as hot as fire, and then you will not die of smoke inhalation. Like you will boil.
You're going to keep going
God.
until your body totally fails.
Yeah.
Until your body shuts down from it. That's the reason this one is so bad is how long it is.
Yeah.
That's just right there with skinning, bro. That's so terrible.
You think it's? I mean, it is probably holy hell level, but
I think you die slower from boiling than you do from being skinned alive.
I guess it depends on how they do the skinning.
Yeah.
Because you could die slower from boiling, but maybe once the boiling, you might. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough one. The question is, it's tough. They're both bad. I mean, anything with your skin's not cool.
It's where all the nerve is. It's where all the pain is.
Yeah.
And it's literally there's nowhere that's wasted when it comes to look with the intent of destroying your skin. All of the pain is everywhere, thoroughly. Like being hanged is not. There's no pain. You know what I mean? Like it only hurts in a few places. This is everywhere. That's anything that deals with your skin's everywhere. That's why it's so bad. I don't know.
You guys ever see the thing with the frog?
Well, frogs are different than humans in that they don't have pain to temperature. I think the same way that we do because their body like adapts to the temperature they're in. It's the same reason why they can because what they can do is they can freeze and they fall asleep frozen cold. Whereas for us, that would cause excruciating pain, but for them, it happens slowly. Their body is actually developed so that it doesn't hurt if their temperature changes slowly. So that's why you can put a frog in.
I'm pretty torn. I'm kind of leaning towards skinning is worse. Because my only thought is like, once you're in the water and it's at a boil, you're going to die relatively quick. With skinning, it's totally up to human interaction with you. You know what I mean?
Control.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can put skinning above it. I think that's reasonable.
I think we sit at Nightmare Fuel for a little bit and just see what we end up with.
All right, we might be moving it up. I don't know.
We might be moving it up. It's pretty bad, but there's some that take a long time. Is my only.
Yeah.
And speaking of one that takes a long time, you guys probably can't really see it because of how far away it is. It is hung, drawn, and quartered. And just in case you don't know exactly what hung, drawn, and quartered is, you are hung until you are almost dead. Then you are drawn to the point of your execution, where you will be emasculated, which is losing your business. You'll be disemboweled, and then which is disemboweled is cutting open your stomach and pulling out your guts, and then you will be beheaded and quartered, which is cutting off all your limbs, and then all of your limbs in your head will be sent around England, specifically if this is in England. Pretty bad.
That is a brutal way to go. Isn't it like crazy that they spend the effort to hang you, then to take you down?
Yeah.
Like it's just totally mean. It's like
you're gonna pray they keep you up there.
They had 3 different forms of executing you that they could have just finished it with, and then they said we're gonna stop it right here, right before it actually kills you.
Yeah.
But you know what the thing about this is they might screw up. You know, I mean, maybe
sure.
You break your neck on your way down when you get hung.
So true.
And maybe you lose your pain below your neck, and then really
I think now getting like your business chopped off is pretty bad, but
I said it might be. It could fuck it up, and that could be a good thing if they kill you by hanging by accident,
Yeah. So where do we think it is?
Honestly, probably sounds bad is my thought, but
I'm almost thinking like it could be worse.
Yeah.
Comparing to the others, I'd say could be worse. Like it's not ideal.
Yeah, and you got to figure some of the other ones are pretty bad too. But I mean, this could be worse, I suppose. Like getting your balls chopped off and.
My thought is that between this and sawing, like at least sawing is going to be over within 5 minutes. If this process goes the way they want it to, you're spending an hour dying.
Yeah. But the bad part, not that I'm saying hung until almost dead and drawing is not bad. It's really not bad. Like, I think, is it worse than sawing, you think?
I think that if they do it right, I think it is.
You agree, Bub?
Yeah, there's so much room for error. That just makes it so much worse for you.
Okay, next one is basically impossible for you guys to see.
It is.
Based on the image here, but it is braking at the wheel. This is braking at the wheel, which is going to be one of two things. Either you're going to be tied up and they're going to use a wheel to break your limbs, which to me is like,
That's
like what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Or you will be tied to the wheel, and your limbs will be broken while you're tied to the wheel.
Yeah. It is weird that one of the options is that they just arbitrarily use a wheel as a blunt instrument to hurt you.
Yeah.
When they could just use a hammer or something. I mean, it would like just be a whole lot easier for them. Maybe they think a wheel is just more menacing. I don't know.
I try to catch that thing with my head and hope it goes out quick.
Yeah, you're like this.
Boom! Put your head in the way.
Yeah, swinging your head around. I think braking at the wheel is pretty bad, but it's like, okay, you're gonna get your limbs broken, and then they're gonna break your neck. It like could be worse. You're dead pretty quick.
I mean, there's car accidents that are probably worse than that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks about right. It's definitely not ideal, but
it's not ideal.
Definitely not as bad as sawing.
This is probably better than sawing. So it's pretty like I don't want it on the same line there.
Yeah, and then so this one is kind of a
it's a sandwich.
This one is called scaphism. Okay, and it's typically also known as the boat. I'll give you a little description here. Is the victim is trapped between two small boats, one inverted on top of the other. Oh, one sec, dude. I got Shrek on and he's screaming. One sec. Okay. He describes this victim being trapped between two small boats, one inverted on top of the other, with the limbs and head sticking out, feeding them and smearing them with milk and honey and allowing them to fester and be devoured by insects and other vermin over time. So you're kind of waiting here. You're just sitting out on a boat, and you're going to get eaten kind of by insects and stuff. So you're going to probably actually die of infection.
Yeah, and it's going to be that is the slowest one so far.
It's pretty bad.
I would rather be skinned.
Yeah, I think I'd probably rather be skinned because this is going to do the same thing to you. The ants are actually still going to skin you, just one small bite at a time, over a longer period of time, taking smaller pieces of you as they go.
It's pretty bad.
Smell terrible.
Yeah.
You think it's worse than skinning?
Yes, I do. I think it is just skinning, but slower, smaller pieces over a longer period of time.
Fair enough. I'll give it to you guys. I think it's pretty bad. In my head, I'm wondering like the pain, the peak pain will be way less, but the drawing out of it is way worse. I do say.
Yeah, it's definitely the length of time it's not a
How fast do you die of dehydration? That's the real.
You won't. They're gonna I think they'll force feed you too, or like that's what it says. They force. Maybe they force feed you at the start. They probably don't continue to do it.
Well, if they need to force feed you, that means they at least expect you to live for a few days. You know?
And you die in 3 days normally, but if you're confined, restricted, and can't move, you might not die in 3 days because you're not really spending any water.
As much energy.
Okay, we'll give it at the top.
All right.
The next one that we have is a fun one, and it's kind of a mix of two because they're pretty much the same thing. They're just two different ways of doing it. This specific picture that you see here is the oubliette at Warwick Castle, and then also immurement, which immurement is basically being walled into a space, left to die, kind of like the cask of Amontillado. Yeah. So they're kind of the same thing, right? If you're stuck in a hole until you die versus being walled up into a room, they're the same death. It's just...
That's the fun one?
At the very least...
Well, fun because the word oubliette is fun to say.
I see.
So what kills you is a lack of water, or... I doubt it's a lack of air in a lot of these. Like, especially for an oubliette, it's not going to be a lack of air. It's going to be...
Yeah, it's
a
probably
lack
going to
of
be
water.
it's probably going to be dehydration that is what's going to kill you. Granted,
So
depending on the situation, if it's damp and who knows how desperate you are, and if you're trying not to die, you might be drinking water off the walls. So maybe it could be starvation even.
This could be our only ideal. This is definitely not higher than could be worse, right?
Ideal.
Of these?
Sealed into a
I
room.
mean-
I mean, I'm thinking about that scene from Game of Thrones, like season 2, where they leave the
He's
two
in the
people
vault.
in the vault. Like that to me seems so terrifying. Like I knew the pain. There's not really pain level, but like it's mentally you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to just sit here until I die.
Sure, you could go through like the 7 stages or whatever. You could check out pretty quick.
You think it's ideal? Granted, I'll tell you there are some
We'll put in
actual
could be worse.
there are some actually ideal things on here to be quite honest.
Okay,
with
then
you,
we'll put in could be worse.
Okay. So our next one is a tried and true. It's the electric chair.
I mean,
I don't mean to be the Alabama guy here, but this might be the ideal. This might
I
be
think
our-
this is
our
ideal.
here.
I think this is ideal.
This changes
We-
things.
We still do the electric chair here. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it's not that bad. It's pretty quick.
Mhm.
Sounds good to me.
And a potentially a back-to-back ideal. Our next one is hung.
Ideal.
Oh,
I think it's even more ideal. Would you everybody
Yeah.
rather be hung than electric chaired?
Yes.
Okay. I agree. I think that I just think that hanging, I kind of know I'm not going to get like electrocuted and not killed. So,
I guess that's true.
because the electric chair has been known, granted, people have messed up hangings, but like, yeah, at worst, you're going to get strangled.
Yeah.
At worst, on the electric chair, you're going to get like your eyes melted out and be like,
And-
ah, ah.
And strangled is
I
it's
cannot-
just running out of air. I mean, it's really not. I mean, that happens.
Painful. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
not so
think
much
out of
pain
all
as
these,
it
I'd
is
rather
just-
just be hung.
All right, and now we're back to a terrible one: impalement.
Yeah.
Like Vlad the Impaler?
Yeah,
like
Vlad the
yep,
Impaler.
like there's a big stick going
Whoa.
into your rectum, and then they're gonna stand it up, and you're gonna slide down.
Yeah, it's gonna stick through the side of your shoulder there. It's gonna be beside your neck, and you're just gonna die that way.
How fast does this kill you?
I think it kind of
It-
depends. It depends probably if you have any ruptures. I know you're probably used to things like this happening, so you wouldn't have any ruptures. So you would probably take you a long time to die. Even
I see.
I think
yeah,
it'd
they
be.
could. This is another one that they can screw up, though. I mean, they can rip apart.
I think it's pretty easy to screw this one up. I actually think
Yeah.
there's a really high chance because it's going to go through your entire torso. So there's really high chance you're going to die during the actual impalement.
Yeah,
But getting something
There's a-
giant shoved up your
butt.
butt is definitely bad. Probably worse than sawing though. Thoughts?
You probably
Uh,
die faster from sawing.
I think you do too, and I think there's a
probably
lot.
faster.
There's a lot going up your ass before you die. Like I don't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was good to me.
Yeah, I think it's fine there. I think that's a good place for it.
Okay, good. Next one, the old tried and true crucifixion.
So,
Ooh.
one that takes a long time to kill you normally.
I was going to say too that this is one of those ones because I think Jesus, he's supposed to have died like within like the day, and I don't think that that's normal.
Yeah, people stay on crosses for a long time normally. It's literally called crucifixion because it is excruciating. I mean, is it? But it is all. It's so old. It's like they weren't practiced at making.
They didn't
people
they
suffer
didn't
in
come up
pain
with
at the time.
enough. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was saying that it's like they hadn't spent a whole lot of time on learning how to make people hurt for a real bad long time. Like they didn't add a whole bunch of ways for this to hurt.
We hadn't got good at it yet.
Yeah, they hadn't gotten great at it yet.
I think it's not the worst. I think it's probably actually not that bad.
I'd rather sit in a dark hole though. Because then you're not getting sunburnt.
At least I can get a good
And-
view.
Well, I guess. You got people looking at you funny, just like putting you on.
I can
like,
drown it
real
out,
gross
dude. I'm
stuff.
sitting. You're talking about sitting in a dark hole.
You could get some cool ass words in while you're up there.
You could talk
Okay.
you could talk cash money shit.
I'm trying to talk your way out of it too. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening, but
Yeah,
Bottom-
you die with
bottom of-
hope.
Bottom could be worse.
yeah, sure, we'll put it
Yeah.
there.
All right, next one we have drowning.
Better
Hey,
get
look.
crucified.
Yeah, definitely better than being crucified.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's probably I think it's worse than getting like electric chaired. I think it's like it's above that because these ones in ideal are pretty painless.
Yeah.
Whereas drowning, like it
You're
could
gonna
be
fighting
extended,
for survival here.
and it could be extended. They could be dunking you.
Oh, that's yeah,
Oh, making you fight for it? Bro.
Yeah.
hopelessly.
Yeah, but it's not the worst. It's certainly not the worst.
No.
All right, up next, a pretty good one, I think, that you probably haven't heard of, but was actually somewhat common, is blowing by a
yeah.
cannon.
I know this one. This is probably a good
Cannon?
one, honestly.
Blowing from a gun, if you will. But you were kind of put on the front of a gun here, of a cannon, and they just had an empty cannon, and it would kind of just blow you up.
Low key? Might not be that bad.
Yeah, just rips
It's-
you apart.
Pretty instant.
It might even be ideal.
I might prefer
Yeah.
it over drowning.
Yeah.
Oh, it's way over drowning. It's whether or not it's with hung.
Yeah.
I would say it's with hung an electric chair.
Yeah. I'd probably
Yeah.
honestly, if they asked me, Tristan, how do you want to die? Do you want a cannon to blow you to smithereens at point blank range, or do you want to be hung? I'd probably say I'd rather be at the cannon. I think I'd say that.
So it's like a guarantee that you're gonna just explode.
Well,
Pretty
there's
much.
no way that you live this. I mean, either way,
You know what? Yeah, drop that below hanging actually. Then you don't even have the fear. You don't even know when it's gonna. It just happens.
Okay. Next one we have, as everybody knows, the blood eagle. If you don't know,
Oh,
the
Yeah.
blood eagle, you basically you get the skin cut from your spine, breaking your ribs, so they resemble blood-stained wings, and then pulling the lungs through the wounds of the victim's back.
Yep. Yeah, that is real
can
bad.
you still breathe?
I assume by the end of it, probably not.
I don't
No,
think it matters
yeah.
if your lungs are in or out of your body if they're still attached. Actually, I would think you could still breathe.
It does, because your diaphragm is what makes you breathe.
Oh,
and it's
good
like
point.
a vacuum.
Oh
Good point,
wait,
though.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Huh.
can't breathe once they pull your lungs out like that. Because
Well,
there's no suction from your diaphragm.
breaking all your
Nope.
ribs is going to be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Breaking all your ribs is bad. Having your back skinned is bad. Having
Yeah.
your lungs pulled through there. I don't. I wonder if can you feel pain in your lungs? I don't know.
You don't have nerves in your lungs, do you?
Yeah, you definitely do, but whether they have pain, whether they have pain sensors there, I don't know.
Yeah, that's.
I don't
so
know.
Specific. Yeah. It could be either the top two for me.
What?
The skinning of your back is terrible, but is it worse than a whole skinning? You know?
I think this.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's worse than boiling.
No.
Oh my god, I forgot that one's boiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably behind boiling. Boiling might need to go up, bro.
Well, there has to be something in nightmare. I mean, you can't just put.
It's
There has
true.
to be.
Got one.
We'll see.
I would say it's right here for me.
Hey, maybe we might even list out when we get to the end here. We'll see.
Next one is seppuku.
Oh, very honorable. Huh?
Very
Honestly-
honorable. Kind of just in case you guys don't know, you basically are going to simulate a cutting motion with a. What is this?
It's
With
a
a-
small
oh,
katana. It's like a
yeah.
dagger. It's like a yeah.
Yeah, I was just reading this. I was reading this thing, and they have a bunch of Japanese words in it. Basically, you're just going to stick it in your stomach and cut down your stomach. Is that what it is?
Yeah, so you cut your stomach open sideways, so your guts will spill out of you're basically disemboweling yourself, and then somebody else cuts your head off. That is how seppuku happens.
I thought you just shove it through your body, like little poke through.
No, you have to totally rip it sideways. If you fail, like you failed in seppuku, that's literally the worst thing you can do. At least in the culture, we wouldn't care. We're like, well, we don't want to die anyway. But yeah, what the right way to do seppuku is you have to totally go totally sideways with your guts. They have to spill out of your stomach, and you're getting your head cut off.
How
And
fast are they your head off?
pretty quick. I mean, because they're trying to cut your head off before you fucking limp over in pain. It's like you within a 10-second time span of the beginning to end. This is not normally a really long process.
Look, I'm gonna say I actually think I would rather that than all of these except for drowning.
Yeah, I think
sounds pretty quick.
I think I would rather this drowning.
I'd rather it than drowning. Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I would rather drown. I think I would rather drown.
No, I think I'd rather do this than drown. Maybe
There's could be some complications here. You could do it slow. You could fuck it up. The guy could fucking bang you in the head with the sword on accident.
Oh my god,
he's gonna do it again.
I mean, he could do it. He could wait a minute because you didn't do it right.
I guess, but at worst case scenario,
This one's pretty painless. I mean, you die like.
Your lungs will probably hurt or something.
I guess
Seppuku over drowning. So if I was like, would you rather drown at the beach or commit seppuku on the shore? You would be like.
One of them takes, I think, like 15 seconds. The other one takes like 4. Like it takes you like what 2 minutes. Depends like how long you can hold your breath. But
you're fighting the whole time, bro.
Yeah, you're fighting to live the whole time. I think that's.
Well, what's your argument, Bubby? Because you're playing both right now. So what's your argument?
I think I'd rather the seppuku.
Okay, well we'll do it then.
Yeah, because I will not mess up. I will make sure.
And I'm making this list as a guy who's never died. So all of this is totally biased, no experience.
So true.
And you get the other.
All right, so the next one is keel hauling, a form of punishment. Basically, you are going to be tied to a line looped beneath a vessel, thrown overboard on one side of the ship, and dragged under the ship from side to side. This is generally going to be terrible because there's going to be a lot of razor-sharp barnacles underneath the boat.
Yep.
Now, from what I understand, you're not always killed by this, but in this situation, obviously you're going to be killed by it because it's ways to die.
They're going to do it until you're dead.
Ooh.
It's like being drug over like a glass broken ceramic covered floor until you die from it. That's bad. Because I mean, it's going to be.
But could you drown? But could you drown is the question.
Oh, you could drown that's true.
I think that's what puts it like around here.
That's true. It's at the worst. And you're probably going to drown faster because all that pain. You're probably not going to hold your breath as long. It's like seconds after you take water into your lungs is when you fall. So you go unconscious.
Yeah, maybe it's around the braking wheel, actually. Maybe it's probably over. It's probably right here.
Yeah, I think that's a good place for it.
You still do get dragged on the barnacle. Like, that's at least going to happen once.
Yeah, that is going to be happening.
Okay, next one. Poisoning.
That's varied. That's very varied.
It is varied.
There's a lot of in between here. This could be like cyanide poisoning. 5 seconds and you're done. Or
radiation poisoning.
I don't think that's the same thing.
That's not quite what we're talking about.
They make you eat the demon core.
That's bad. But I don't think that's quite what we mean when we say poisoning. I think radiation, which by the way, radiation could be a whole nother list on here, but they're a whole nother thing on this list. But I mean, what kind of poisoning are we talking about here? Arsenic poisoning?
That's the question.
Oof. Mercury?
I think it's probably right above. It's probably right below. It's right there with drowning, I think.
Yeah. Well, I think it's fine because I'm gonna get cyanide poisoning, and then you guys are gonna get anything else, and I'm gonna be.
Yeah, whatever. You're getting lead poisoning.
Yeah. Bubby's getting asbestosis. He's gonna die in 40 years.
That's true. You live a normal life. It's actually could be the worst one. It could be the best one, actually.
All right, so this next one is not one that I've heard of before, but it is the waist chop.
Ah!
Oh, just a bad guillotine.
Yeah,
It
so
is-
basically it's like a big paper cutter that you just throw it into here, laying on.
This just seems so messy. So unnecessarily messy.
The waist chop. That's the name. Couldn't get a little creative. Just
Oh my
Huh.
gosh. This one, you're going to be there for a little bit.
bro, you're gonna beat out so fast.
I
Unless they
wonder
take
if
their
once
time
it hits your
cranking
spine, if
everything
you just
down.
instantly like go out. I'm not sure how that works.
No, I mean, you're not going to feel the pain below where you cut off. You're not going to die. It's not like you immediately hit unconsciousness, though. It's the rest of your heart's still going to be beating
Damn.
until,
Li Si and Chao Ku took that waist chop.
yeah. You're going to die of bleeding out, is what it is. And you're going to bleed out probably
Rage blade.
in like 20 seconds. You're not living very long from this.
Dude, and
It's
he's got
just-
his leg up there too. Like you don't have
Yeah,
to put that
he's-
much oomph into
He
it, bro.
puts force into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's putting a jump in.
gonna-
That's him
Yeah, he's
chopping.
going to thwomp onto it.
Oh, maybe he's gonna even get off the. Maybe he's gonna jump off and then come back down with it.
Oh, like it's
Yeah.
arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Let's.
It's not as bad as being sawed from the crotch.
No.
I mean, this might be better than being thrown in an oubliette.
I low-key
I'm gonna
think-
do-
I think it's probably around a crucifixion.
I think I'd rather be this than crucified.
I think I'd rather be this than crucified too.
I'm gonna have to co-sign that as well.
All right, well, we're all in the same space then. All right, the next one we have is buried alive.
Ugh.
So like in a coffin.
Yeah,
No, this isn't that bad.
That's scary.
It is scary, but the worst of it is totally psychological. You're gonna fall asleep in an hour.
Fall asleep. No, you're gonna be like you're gonna be like struggling, bro.
No, you're gonna run out of CO2. Like it's gonna be CO2
Oh.
poisoning. It's what kills you.
yeah.
Wait, you're right. You're right.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm thinking it's here. Or
For
do you
sure.
think it's here? Because it's I think all of these are like actually like ideal. I think this
Oh,
is like
okay.
not hot.
I think I'd still rather get blown up by the cannon though. It's just instant. It just happens.
Yeah,
so
well, I'm
fast.
saying I'm
That's
just talking about the
yeah.
tier that it's on.
Yeah. It definitely could be worse.
It could be ideal. You just take a nice nap, bro.
But
I
no,
would be able to sleep through it all.
but are you going to be like, wow, I'm gonna die now? That's okay. Or are you going to be clawing your fingers apart, trying to rip out of the ground?
Which
Because
is
that's
most
what
likely
happens.
what's going to happen. Bubby's not known
Yeah.
for keeping it cool in super stressful
Yeah.
situations.
Yeah. So, what happens, Bubby, is your fight or flight response kicks in, and every instinct in your body is saying to break out of the ground. So you're going to claw until you have no fingers left. Your hands are going to be bloodied. You're going to be screaming and pounding on that thing for the whole time, and then you're going to finally fall asleep. And die.
Pause, bro. Screaming and
Oh my
pounding on that
God,
thing.
dude.
Pause, bro.
Jesus, everything. You guys.
What do you mean, you guys? What do you mean, you
Yeah.
guys? You said it, you freak.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking here. Everybody agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put the cannon. It's easier than that.
The
but
cannon's
hey,
here,
it's-
buddy.
Cannon's
Oh.
the easiest.
Wait,
This is seppuku.
What's that? Oh, seppuku.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
All right. Next one we have is crushing.
Oh,
Basically,
More weight.
you're kind of laid down, and yeah, they're just gonna keep putting more weight on you until you get crushed.
so you get to prove how strong you are on your way out. That's kind of.
That's the only good part, right? Is you can make a statement. I would say it's probably like right here with the vertical, with the waist chop, right?
I'd definitely rather be chopped.
Oh
the
yeah.
chop's gonna
Okay.
Be,
What
chop's
about
gonna be quick.
what about crucified?
I think I'd rather be
You could-
crushed than crucified.
You could suffocate under them though if they put enough. And you're a strong
Yeah, that's
guy.
probably how you. That might be how you would die. Really good chances that's actually how you will die.
I'd rather. I'd pick it over crucifixion.
Oh. Yeah, I'd rather be crushed than crucified.
All right, our next one is thrown to the lions or any other large animal of your choosing, not of your choosing, of their choosing. That is.
Yeah, but the lion is gonna win, so it doesn't matter how cool or strong you are. This one is going to win and kill you.
Bro, lions can be mean, man. They might just bat you around like a little mouse. Take their time with you.
Yeah. Well, when you
They
think
might
about
snack
it,
on you for a couple days.
oh, you're not living for a couple days though.
Right?
Uh,
Dude, what are we talking about? Dude, I mean, it could just be a bear that's going to hold you
It's-
down and eat your ass.
No,
Yeah.
it's not guaranteed to be a lion.
Well, thrown to eaten by
It means-
animals is what this is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like if you were to get, some animals are better at it. If you were to get hunted by a
Like a
saber-tooth,
tiger?
a saber-toothed tiger, you're actually going to die very fast. Which, by the way, extinct. But like that's an example. Anything that is known to break its prey's spine, like a neck, before it kills you, like that's the optimal thing to kill you here. You probably don't want to be thrown to an anaconda. That sounds pretty bad.
What if it's a hyena?
A hyena.
It's going to be
It's not
bad.
gonna
I think
go-
the bear is the issue. The bear is the bad one because they like
Yeah,
hold you down
bears
and
are
eat
cool.
you alive.
Yeah, that's
I think this is actually a pretty excruciating death almost all the time.
yeah. It's hard that being eaten alive is ever good.
Yeah, it might even be up to here.
Yeah, yeah, because the sawing, at least their intent is they're trying to kill you within, some sort of reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, they got to be back for dinner. But the
Yeah.
animals, you are their dinner.
Yeah, it actually probably does belong in nightmare fuel, huh?
Yeah, I think it's pretty terrible.
Sheesh. Yeah, that's acceptable. I'll take that.
Up next we have this is the rat torture, where they put the bucket on you and have the rat kind of climb through.
Yeah, they did this in Too Fast, Too Furious, for those of you who remember that movie.
I don't. It's pretty bad though.
Yeah. Definitely awful. Having a rat just dig through you.
Yeah, it's pretty up here, no?
Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
up there.
For sure. For
I mean, a
sure.
rat going through your stomach, is that... I mean,
God,
yeah, it's tough. My issue is low-key, like... This isn't like something that would...
How fast do you really die from
That's
that?
my thing, is
That's-
it's a weird death.
what part is going to kill you? It depends
Yeah,
on
that's
the
what I
rat.
mean.
It depends on what the rat feels like, man. Yeah, I think we leave it in nightmare fuel because it's kind of arbitrary on what part of this. It's really vague on how you die from this.
Okay.
It's probably going to be blood loss. Well, I mean, it could rip your lungs apart, man. You don't know.
It could not. You don't know.
Could not.
I think it's perfect where it is.
All right,
Yeah,
and
I think
last
that's
but not least, we have Death by Snoo Snoo. Does everybody know what this
Oh,
is?
I could tell what that was. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew what it was.
Okay, good.
Futurama.
From
Yeah.
Futurama. And I would say it's top of ideal.
Yeah, the most ideal, even.
Yeah.
There is no greater way in all of conception to die.
All right. Well, I think we made a rock solid list, guys.
It is a good list. One you don't want to think about very much.
Nope.
No.
All right, guys. If you like that,
Anyways.
that's all you got for me right there.
I was just jumping in, and then you started talking. I was like, oh.
Oh,
man.
I was gonna let you keep going.
Okay. Oh, no, I felt bad. I was like, oh.
Hey, all right. Well, if you liked that, like, comment, and please subscribe. Also in the description is Winterreach Emporium. That's our management game. Please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow the subscribers. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.